Okay, so what we've got here on the front is these two here are your travel dollies, and we want to make sure we keep those off the ground whenever we're scraping, especially whenever you're doing ceramic, because the ceramic shards will destroy those casters. And so if you were driving the machine up on the ceramic tile, you know, not the tires, but driving the tool through it, and you lift the tool up and then try to get those casters that are only this big around, and you try to back up over that tile, those pieces of tile are 1/4 inch, 3/8 thick, so they get underneath that wheel and they just drag it backwards and put a flat spot on the wheel, which is really annoying when you're trying to drive across a parking lot like thump, 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 thump. So whenever you damage one of those, they're $100 a tire or $100 a wheel, and so you don't change them, you just deal with it for a while. But whenever we're doing ceramic tile, I was telling him the way that Shumway told us that they keep the dust down. The dust comes whenever you back up, and that tool, it just sprays dust as you back up. So he has learned dustless means lift it up and then just make sure you got a guy that's pushing your debris out of the way so you're not getting your wheels dragging across those pieces of tile. Whenever you go from scraping to not scraping, so if you're here, you can lift this all the way up like this. Now a lot of guys will say, okay, I can do this. See, now my tires are off the ground, but they're barely off the ground.
Yeah.
So if I can just lift those all the way up, now I don't have to worry about them getting into the carpet or catching on something. So whenever you are scraping, whenever you start, you want to slip this all the way down. I'm as far down as I can now. If I start out right here, all the way up, so if I go all the way down to where I can engage that blade, now you see how steep that angle is.
Yeah.
Okay, so you want that blade to start out with a brand new blade. You want it to be as shallow of an angle as you possibly can. That way you're slicing it and you're not trying to push it off. Now as the blade gets dull, you can tilt it up more and more and more and utilize that function to continue using that blade. So whenever you first start out, brand new blade, it's taking up a lot of that glue. If I want to get more of that glue up, I can tilt this thing up more and get a little bit more of that glue up. And once you tilt it up, if you go back down, it doesn't work anymore. Okay? It doesn't work as well, let's put it that way.